Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. It is IJF. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning back, welcome back. Before I get started, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also follow me on other social media platforms because you know what it does. It helps out a lot. Now, let's get started with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13, episode 2. You know what it is, you know, the most current one. This episode was really cute, so let's just start from the beginning. We have Cynthia and Kenya meet up to have a little, girls' lunch or whatever. And show her house, which, child, Kenya has a beautiful home, but god damn, it's like she lived in the caves or something. You gotta go up a hill and then down the terrain. Too much. Cynthia are meeting up. Cynthia even brings Brooklyn a little gift. It's really cute. They're talking about, what's been going on and all that stuff. And then Kenya brings up LaToya, who is, for me, I remember LaToya watching her as a little kid on YouTube. Like, she used to do a lot of pranks with, what's that guy's name? Let's move on. But she used to be on YouTube, and she used to do a lot of skits, and she used to do a lot of comedic skits on YouTube when I first got introduced to her. And then out of nowhere, she went from the comedian lady, like a Tiffany Haddish, but on a lower scale, to a family woman. She has 3 kids, a man, and all that good stuff. Anyway, she showed up to Kenya's house, and she's talking about Trinidadian men, whole Caribbean, you know how men are. They cheat, they don't like to be told what to do, whatever. And you have Cynthia and you have Kenya and this girl having such a great connection. And it seems like Cynthia's a little, I don't want to say jealous, but a little like, back up off my friend. Anybody who has good friends in their lives, you don't want new people coming up on them like, I'm going to be your. It's like when you're with a man, when a new bitch come around, you're like, you're a little too excited. I'm going to need to sit down, park it, Cynthia is such a classy lady. She doesn't even perk up when she sees, Kenya with her new friend. Because in one of the frames, they said, friend that Kenya stole from Candy. It was so funny. So then the next scene is of Portia's mom and her baby and her sisters over, and they actually have her daughter, PJ. She's really cute. I know people gave her a hard time, trying to make fun of her look, but she looks like her daddy. I don't know. I think the kid is cute. She's chunky. I love chunky babies. I think they're the best. But I feel like also that the baby PJ looks like Portia. I don't know if you guys saw the first episode where she was in the photograph with her granddad. I swear that could have been PJ. But anyway, you have Portia FaceTime her mom, and she's just talking about her experience and being in jail and how she hates it, how it stinks, and how, all that was worth it because she got to meet Breonna Taylor's mom, and she was like, I can't believe this woman is doing all of this fight with all this pain in her heart. And that really kind of touched me. It was just like, yeah, you're right. This woman still is for me to see that Breonna Taylor's mom is still walking out there protesting for the sake of her daughter, it's very painful. This woman lost her daughter this year, if I'm not mistaken, and yet she is still out there trying to make laws so other people's kids won't get killed. And I think Portia made a great point about how she doesn't want to pay taxes to people who might intervene in her daughter's future. I'm not going to say certain things. I'm not put certain things in the air. No. I never want the best for Miss PJ and everybody in her space, obviously. But Portia made a great point as a mommy. Like, now I think about another human being besides myself, and that's hard, especially when it's always negative thoughts. So, and I know moms, I have my mom is the same way. She don't want to think about anything negative, but she's very realistic too. So that really kind of, sat with me. It really did touch my heart. It was just like, wow, Portia, you're a mom for real. So in the next scene, we meet Drew Sidora, and I know Drew because she used to be in like a few Disney films. She used to be on That's So Raven. That's the first time I ever saw her. I'm a big That's So Raven fan. Oh, you're nasty. That used to be my shit back in the day. So I know Drew Sidora, and of course I know her from the game, and I didn't know that she was playing herself. I'm like, oh, you're playing a side chick. Noted. Kidding. She's a married woman with 3 beautiful kids. But we meet Drew Sidora, and Cynthia tells us that she met Drew while she was in LA quarantining with Mike, which is so cute. I love Cynthia. She's just the epitome of classy, okay? But yeah, they start talking about Drew and her career, and Cynthia asks Drew, oh, well, have you met Kenya? Kenya's an actress too. Now, Cynthia, you is more, you is such a good friend. A good, decent friend, my sister. You're a good friend. You're a great friend. But let's be honest, Kenya is no one's actress. Kenya used to be the hot, sexy girl who used to make cameos in films. But an actress? You're pushing it. I doubt it. Again, Kenya is a pretty face who used to be in people's videos, music videos, or even TV shows because she was just that. She's that girl. And she still is. She's a very beautiful woman. We all know that Kenya is just drop dead gorgeous. But an actress, no, you're pushing it, my sister. But then Drew was like, oh, well, you know, I don't think I've met her. You know, we wouldn't be up for the same roles. You know, I'm younger. And Cynthia was like, oh, don't be shady now. I mean, of course, Kenya and Drew are probably not that old. To me, I don't know. I think Drew is probably in her 30s, to say the least. And we all know that Kenya is 50-something years old. But a good 50. She doesn't look 50. She doesn't tell you. She doesn't even look 50 if she didn't say anything. I think Kenya is someone who could pass for 40 or even 37. That's just me pushing it, but Kenya looks great. But anyway, next we have Drew Sidora's life. We see, you know, where she lived, her husband, Lord have mercy, beautiful looking couple, may I say that? And beautiful kids. They have like the black rainbow spectrum. They have like a dark skinned baby, a caramel baby, and a light baby. It's just, it's so cute to me. It's like, it's what I want. I want like a UN of black children in my house, you know, from all ranges of blackness. So I just feel like her family is gorgeous, and I love this scene of her being family oriented. But her mom lives with her. For me, being West African, it's very much a part of our culture. Once you have a baby, when you're married, your mom comes in and take care of your baby for you or help you with the, you know, the parental things. But for me, I don't want my mama in my house. I love my mama, but I don't want my mama in my house. I don't want my mother-in-law in my house, because the thing is, you have a third opinion on your issues. There's one thing about moms, they're gonna have their kids back, you know what I mean, whether y'all married or not. If we get into an issue, you have my mama taking my side and your mama taking your side. So for me, I personally wouldn't want mother-in-laws in the house. For me, the only time I would have my mom in the house is if I just had a baby, like I'm really fresh, like my baby just came out like literally 3 days ago. And I'm like, Mom, I'm still on that epidural, help a bitch out, you know, something like that. I personally would not have any of the mothers living in my house. I would have them living near me, but not in my house. But anyway, fast forward, it's their anniversary. It's my anniversary. Okay, play that Tony tone, all right? It's her anniversary, and you have her husband surprising her with breakfast in bed, and her mom coming with the flowers, and even their son, he pulls out like a Tiffany box. And I'm just like, honey, I'm loving every part of it. But this is just the beginning of the episode, y'all, okay? So the husband is good looking. He and the mom get along from what it seems like, but they did show a flashback like of Drew's mom and her husband kind of getting into it, because it seems like Drew's mom is very strong-headed and very opinionated and doesn't bite her tongue. And she's also the mom of the wife. So of course, anything that she feels is not right when it comes to her daughter, she's gonna step in whether you say something or not. It is what it is. That's what moms are supposed to do. Okay? So next we have Riley's high school graduation. She's going to NYU. I went to NYU too for grad school, but nonetheless, good luck there. Of course, I want the best for another young black woman at a PWI, but that's neither here or there. But fast forward, boring. It's happiness. Congrats. And Mama Joyce is there. I wonder what type of story she's gonna be coming up with this season, because child. Remember Phaedra? Mama Joyce is the street journalist. I don't do street journalists. Okay. But next scene, we have Cynthia throwing a party, and she invites Kenya, Latoya? I think her name is Latoya, yeah. Ugh, Marla makes me sick. And Drew. So we have all the girls come in, and as soon as Drew walks in, you have Latoya. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but I don't care. But as soon as Drew comes in, she's being shady, talking about, oh, she has a pet on her head. The thing is, Latoya, you look good. I love the braids. I love the corset top. You look good, Mamacita. For mother of 3, you look, well, actually, yeah, Mama kind of looked like that too when she had 4 kids. So I guess it is sustainable if you have kids at a young enough age. Okay, my mom was 25 with 2 babies, so my point is, have your kids young while you can, if you can, with the right people. But anyway, moving forward, she comes at Drew, and I'm just like, I don't get it. Where do you guys know each other? You're a YouTuber, she's a Hollywood person. I mean, not trying to be shady, I'm on YouTube too, but the thing is, it's like me coming at a Hollywood girl who's been in that industry for a long time and know it better than me, but you know, versus a YouTube girl who's basically downloading videos and putting thumbnails on her videos. So I don't get where the shade is coming from, but okay. But prior to that, you have like Kenya and LaToya having this like aggressive interaction. She's like pulling her hair, and LaToya's like, take me, take me, take me. It's very fake lesbo, and it's just like, I'm here for all that, you know, because I support women and their sexuality and what they choose to do. And plus, Kenya, again, very beautiful woman. Same thing for LaToya. But I think there's a huge age gap. But what do I know? But anyway, when Marlo came in, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Kenya, she was talking about Marlo's outfits. That little net, it looked like a fish net that Marlo had on, sis. And also they had the screenshots. They also had the flashback where Marlo said she had a white man who was older than her. Because, you know, I feel like Marlo used to be a madame. She might have sold her little kitty cat and other people's kitty cats to make her, you know, her commission. That's why her mama has a house, she has a house. And it's just like, girl, you went to, what, FAMU? Probably something a little less than that. Some type of community college. No shade at community colleges, but that's the type of vibe Marlo giving me. But next we have, so next scene we see the men kind of like interacting. Child, beautiful black men. Can I say that? Cynthia, Drew, honey, beautiful, 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 beautiful black men. Okay. So anyway, their men go hang out in the back, and Drew's husband kind of shares with Mike like how the marriage life is kind of difficult. You know, how when they first got together it was like a utopia, it was perfect, but then as marriage starts to settle in and they became more mature and certain things started to just happen, the marriage life became a little harder. And for me, I must say, as someone who's in a relationship, I've been in a relationship for almost 3 years now. It is very hard, and you do have to do a lot of compromises. I can only imagine what it means to be married. It's on a different level, but yeah, you have the husband's talking in the back, or the fiance and the husband's talking in the back of Lake Bailey. After that happens, right? Next scene, we have LaToya telling Drew that she doesn't like her, and then everyone's like, wait, what? And it's like, yeah, I don't like you in the game. And I kind of thought that was it, because it's like, how do you tell someone you don't like them out of nowhere? It just doesn't make any sense. I don't care how true or real you are. Ain't nobody going up to nobody telling them they don't like them. That's just a little awkward, and just, where's the manners, bitch? Right? After that whole commotion happened, you have Marlo with her deep, raspy voice. Don't take no advice from Kenya. She can't keep a man if Jesus paid her. Take some advice from her if she's giving you new words. Marlo, stop it. You're a friend of the show. You've been on the show for what? Damn near half my life, and you still don't got a peach, and you probably would never get a peach because you're a felon. Stop it, girl. Stop coming for Kenya. I'm not the biggest fan of Kenya because Kenya is a bitch. The way she treated Kim Whitley when she was on that show, disgusting. But nonetheless, stay in your lane. You came on the show because of Nene, okay? Like I said, Nene, someone go check on Nene because her friends are still on the show while she isn't. Okay? But you coming for Kenya for what? Talking about she don't know how to keep a man. Where's your man at? The last time you had a man, you brought a white man to Nene's dinner with a tattoo on his hand. A jailbird. A prison booty hole. Stop it. Cut it out. Felon. Anyway, she's like, oh yeah, she's talking crap about Kenya in the kitchen, but like you ain't saying that to her face no more because you need that commission, so stop it. And Kenya is one of the stars while you're in the back, honey. You're the backup. You read the lines in case the main star don't make it, so stop. I'm not a big fan of Marlo. I don't like what she tried to, I hate that she tried to throw shade at Kenya, but sis, you almost 52, you ain't got nothing. You get your nephews that you adopted, and what else? A nice little townhouse that you call a home that one of your white men bought for you? Okay, girl, sit down. They go to another area of Cynthia's house, and they're talking about, I guess, swallow or spit with the wine, because she's testing out like black-owned wineries, and I think that's so awesome. I love it. And I'm kind of shocked that she's doing it now in 2020. Like, you live in Atlanta, which is considered the black mecca of America, so I'm a little shocked, but it is what it is, you know. Do whatever you need to do, Cynthia, for your storyline. But they start talking about relationships and separation, and Drew talks about how separation just means that you're probably willing or ready to give up your marriage. And LaToya is like, oh, now I can see everybody. LaToya just gives me airhead vibes, and also she's trying to make a name for herself on the show. So she's gonna say stuff that don't even really reminisce with the other girls. I mean, of course not Marla. Marla has been anybody's fiance, to say the least. Okay, my point is, girl, some of the stuff you were saying, I get it. When you're separated, you can do whatever you want. That's why a lot of people have break babies and their girlfriends or wives still take them back because they were on a break. But I definitely kind of agree. Well, I'm not saying definitely kind of. Let me not say kind of. I agree with Drew. If you are in a marriage or a very serious relationship and you guys take a break, you're either trying to figure out if you're done or if you're not done. In my opinion. To me, if you're separated, you're either trying to figure out if you really want to work on it or leave. So, I'm about to go catch a whole bunch of bodies and then be back to my husband or wife. In my opinion, of course. Everyone does things differently, and that's okay. Okay? IDF is always here for anything that is different from her point of view. Okay? But my point is, girl, when people do separate, they are trying to figure out if they really want to be with someone that they chose to be their monogamous partner. Because I'm assuming this type of issues only happen in monogamous relationships. Because polygamy, you can do anything you want. So next we have Kenya take Cynthia like in the back room, and they're talking about like her divorce and how Mark doesn't really want to make any progress. And it's just like, Kenya, you're beautiful, you're not that fucking old, you have a beautiful child, you have money. What is stopping you from moving on? And I get it, Kenya's at an age where she's also, to me, most of these women on this show, they're conservative in a manner. They're not going to be sleeping around, busting it wide open for anybody. They want husbands. They want men who want to be a part of their lives. They want men who are responsible. So I get where Kenya is coming from, where she doesn't want to let go of her husband because he is her husband. But why waste your time with a man who's not even good to you? Every time she talks about Mark, he's always yelling at her, insulting her. It's just like, this is the man that you slept with, had a baby with, and he treats you this way. And I don't care what the hell he is national-wise, Trinidadian, yeah, I mean, want me red snapper. I don't care what he is. I don't know where that just came from. But, my point is, I don't give a damn. I don't care what his nationality is, race. I don't care, economic income. There is no way in hell I'm gonna let a man treat me in a manner like that. Especially after I carried your seed and now you're looking at me like, bitch, what? Get out of here with all that. No, you're gonna treat me as just, and if not, we're just gonna have to piece it out. You'll come see your kids when you need to come see your kids. Dead it. And you know, Kenya is a very beautiful woman, but I feel like there's a lot of internal work that there's a lot of internal work that she hasn't done yet, and I hope that she does do it in the near future. It's never too late to go to therapy or just to talk to someone who's a life coach, you know. And plus you can afford it, so girl, just get it done. As the lawyer has said to you last week, just get the work done. At the end of the day, you're beautiful. Why are you letting a man treat you this way? Okay. Next we see Drew and her husband celebrating something, I don't remember. But they're at the dinner table and they're talking about their lives and all this stuff. And it, you know, it starts off very romantic, and then out of nowhere it takes a left turn. And we see her questioning her husband about his whereabouts. Because earlier in the episode, her husband said that he had to get away from the house for a few days because he's an alpha male and it's hard for him to kind of just combat the mom and Drew. You know what I mean? It's two women coming at him, and I get that. You know, it's understandable, I suppose. But his wife, Drew, was like, where'd you go? Where did you go? I think what's going on is the man or the husband got fed up. He left the house for a few days, but he never told his wife where he was going. To me, relationships don't work that way, especially in marriage. Not just boyfriend and girlfriend, or we're talking to each other. If we're talking to each other, I don't care where you go. Go to hell if you like and come back. I don't care. But in a relationship like boyfriend and girlfriend, or you know, whatever you guys are into, girlfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and boyfriend, you know me. I'm here for everybody. Okay. But my thing is, if you're in a partnership with someone, how can you leave and not tell them where you're going? And then a marriage, we sign certain things with one another. We have vows that we basically, you know, fulfilled in front of other people, and you're acting like you leaving for 3 days is not an issue? Honey, that's 72 hours of me not knowing where you're at. So after his wife goes back and forth with him about where he, you know, his whereabouts, He's like, oh, well, you know, I didn't really completely not answer to you or ignore you. When you were asking about certain things when it comes to finances, I would answer. Why does it take financial questions for you to respond to her and make it known that you're alive or that you are just willing to communicate with her? That's fucking stupid. But after going back and forth, Drew was like, where were you? And he's like, I was in Tampa. From Tampa to Atlanta, that's a little bit of time, you know. And for me, it's just like, why are you going to a whole new state to take a break? Why can't you crash at your friend's house who lived down the block from us? Why can't you just go somewhere in town? You went to a whole new state? Something not sitting right with me with that one. And I think Drew is kind of picking up on the vibe that he's given, but he's trying to play her like, oh, you know, it is what it is. You know, I did that. Why you need to know where I'm at? I'm here now. No. You don't understand that woman, as soon as you do something that's effed up to us, yeah, that's what we're taking notes, calculating everything and putting it in our memory box. So for Drew to ask him where he was at and he finally says the answer like Tampa, all right, sure. So anyway, ends up with Drew crying and her leaving because her husband is lying to her like an asshole, and she's just like, she's tired of it. And she also ends up crying. I'm just like, not really what you want as a newcomer on the franchise, but hey, girl, get your storyline how you can. I like this episode. If I had to give it a score, I would give it a B-. So like an 80-ish. Yeah, 80. Anyway, fam, as always, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also follow me on my other social media platforms. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Mwah.